I have a big problem with the way people approach games in the sense that they don't understand how to break down and analyze the game and understand what good plays are, what bad plays are, and the justification for bad plays at work is just so insane to me that I want to create a situation here. I want to create a scenario and walk you through it. So the scenario is I'm a CT on Dust 2. I'm crossing middle and I get tagged by an op. I have 20 health. I'm running over to B and one of the scenarios, I mull at the top of the tunnels, then I'll move to the platform, I'll flash over here, and then I'll get to the platform. I'll play behind this box. The enemies will, start doing whatever terrorists normally do, and then I'll be like peeking up every now and then. I don't see anything. Time's ticking down. I use my smoke grenade at upper tunnels because I think there's going to be an attack. There's still nothing. There's still nothing. I'm holding. The smoke grenade clears. Then what happens is eventually the smoke grenade clears. The terrorists decide they want to come B. And I have 20 health. I've put myself in a position where I'm going to die in one shot anyways. So if they're going to shoot me, they're going to hit me in the head. If they hit me in the head, I'm dead, whether they have an AWP or an AK anyways. So I'm putting myself in this position where I show only a little bit of my body and I take this aim duel. I make myself very valuable in this round, even though I only have 20 health. Now, the enemies come towards tunnels, and I start getting in this gunfight with them, and I'm missing my shots, and then they end up killing me. I die. Enemies come to the bomb site, they plant the bomb, they win the round. Now, in most situations, or most people actually, they will agree that this was the right play to make. It was a smart play. You used whatever information that you had to get yourself into a position that will help your odds of winning the round. But you just missed your shot, or the enemy hit a really good shot, and you lost the round as a result of that. People would argue that that's the right play to make. But there are also some people out there that would argue that I get tagged, same situation, I'm running over to B. And instead of doing the Molotov and flashing and getting back plat, I instead say, you know what, fuck this. I'm just going to run and start slashing my knife in the tunnels, fooling around. I happen to get a kill on an enemy who has like a grenade in their hands. Okay? I get the kill, and then I'm like, oh shit, I got the kill, and then I decide like, whatever. It doesn't matter what I decide to do after that. People will say that because I got the kill, that it was a good play. And I don't know if this is like this conspiracy thing to troll me, that everyone's in on this like prank against me, but there are actually some people that are generally this dumb that believe that this is the right play to make. And this approach to the game, this way of justifying a play, is a complete wrong way to approach the game. And now, some of you might be thinking, yeah, but you're running with a knife out. Like, this is a really extreme case of, this is a really odd and obscure scenario. Like, no one's going to do that. But the thing is, this is how I have to explain that there's a right play to make and a wrong play to make. And you can die doing the right play, or you can get kills doing the wrong play. This is how extreme I have to make a scenario for people to see the difference between the two things. Because if it was a more subtle scenario, people would kind of write it off and be like, well, actually, it's a good play because you got the kill doing it. And unless I make an extreme scenario or example such as this one I've provided here, people are going to always just find this like little way to just undervalue the play. And what doesn't make sense to me is how there's so many people in the community that will actually side by, you got the kill, so it was a good play. And that's just a total wrong and incorrect approach that you should take towards any game of strategy. So whether it be Counter-Strike or board game or like an RTS game or a MOBA game or even another FPS game such as like Overwatch. Like whatever you do and approach in life, you should never justify something because it worked in that one scenario. Because what you're doing is you're not looking at the big picture. If you run that scenario 100 times, if you run that scenario 1,000 times, how many times is it going to work? Maybe it worked this one time, but if you do the scenario 100 times where you get tagged and you come swiping and you run into tunnels, I bet you it only happens that one time out of 100 times. One time out of 1,000 times. So if you're looking at like a less than 1% or less than like 0.1% success rate, you're probably not doing the right play, and you should probably avoid doing that. If I go back plat here, and I just miss my shot, at least I'm putting myself up in a position that I'm maximizing my chances of success. So maybe like my aim versus the enemy's aim, it's about on par. I have a 50-50 gun battle here. 50% chance of winning the round, 50% chance of losing it. Because I'm taking this really good position here. Someone who's equally as skilled of an aimer as me will be in this aim duel. Usually like half the time they'll win, half the time I'll win. But it's a good risk to take because I have no health anyways. If I put myself in another position where I don't have health and then they come in and they body shot me or toe shot me or get a random grenade off on me, then I'm putting myself in a position where the success rate is a lot lower than 50-50. So you always want to maximize the chances of success, and you need to understand the difference between dying or losing doing the right play versus winning doing the wrong play. If this video makes any sense to you, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if it doesn't, may God have mercy on your soul. What?